weird things that go on in the desert in Las Vegas.
Come on.
Today, we're just out kicking it on the Qronge Mirage. Now this bike gained a lot of popularity from my video because it's actually doing really, really good. Is this car gonna run into me? Sure looked like they were. I love it when they dart in like that, like they're gonna squish you. Anyway, I've already done a full review on this bike. Today we're just taking it out for a ride to see what we can get on distance. That's a 36 volt, 13.5 amp hour battery. I'm a heavy guy, so we'll be lucky to get 13 miles on it. So it has a really slow takeoff. I'm sure the person in this BMW is loving how long it's taking me to get across the street. However, once it gets going good. You know, I don't think I've mastered higher technology yet because every time I go out on one of these rides, I always forget to turn one of the cameras on. So we might be starting at this point at 1.26 miles on the ride already when I stop to put the speedometer app on. And we're taking a little bit of time to get up to speed here. So I mean, I'm barely going 11 miles an hour right now. 10, what did I do here? Oh, I see. Was I not in 5? I don't think I was in 5. Okay, I just had it in the wrong pedal assist mode. So we're in pedal assist 5 now, we're up to 15 miles an hour. We're going to take this bike out for a little bit of a distance ride. I just want to see how far I can get, and then whatever we can get into while we're riding along. It's fun too. Explore some neighborhoods, look at some houses, look at how people live. Look at how people cross major roads on e-bikes. There's nobody coming. There we go. Yeah, I think I just had it in the wrong pedal assist. Now keep in mind, I'm heavy, so if you're half my weight, you're gonna get up to the 20 miles an hour that this bike comes out of the box as a lot faster than I am. Now I know I've ridden over here, but I haven't ridden like every area over here, and that's the cool thing about e-bikes is I get to explore. I get to see new things that I don't ever normally get to see. Is there a little off-road I can take right here behind these houses that kids maybe ride on all the time? I don't know, doesn't really look like it. Yeah, there's a little bit I could have rode right there. Maybe we'll explore that idea. It's funny how people put these, I guess they don't want cars riding through here. I'm not a car, I'm a bike. See if the Qronge can get us up through here. So we're gonna kind of like kick it through this little bit of kind of heavy duty off-road here. See if we can get it up to speed. It is 90 degrees out today too, so we're gonna pedal through here. We're gonna give it a little bit of help. Pedal assist mode. I'm just gonna let off the throttle. We're doing off-road pedaling, guys. How often do you see me do that? I never pedal on off-road rides on these bikes. Hey, I did it though. So if you pedal assist it, you'll get up to your top speed a lot faster too. And we have cruise control, which is kicking in here and there. Oh look, we have another off-road area. We're just working out the Qronge today, aren't we? Let's get a little extra speed going here. This is more of a dirt road than an off-road area. Roads like this, you're gonna be fine on. A little bit of loose gravel. I mean, there are knobby tires on this thing. I wouldn't take this thing out on a major off-road adventure. But stuff like this, you're gonna be fine on. You're gonna get through just fine without an issue. Might have to help it with a pedal here and there. That's fine. I know one thing. For a heavy rider, this isn't the hill climbing bike for you. This is, if you're in generally flat areas, you're gonna zip around just fine on this bike. If you're heavy like me, big hills like this, because I'm on an incline right now, big hills like this are gonna be kind of tough for you. This bike does hold 330 pounds. That is the rider weight limit on it. So I'll tell you one thing it's good for is exercise. This is a great bike to exercise on. At least exercise your legs. See, once I get up on a flat area, it starts picking up speed right away, and we're off. Well, we're off as fast as one of these bikes is gonna off us. Right now I'm cruise control 19 miles an hour, 17 on GPS. See if I can get another boost, another mile out of it. Nope, I think we're pretty much set. We are 2.27 miles away from the house. We've already lost one battery bar, but that's because I took it off-road and rode up a really steep hill, a really long incline. So that's gonna get us. Look around some of these areas. See what's over here. Things we can peek at. We got a brand new housing track in here by a company named Lennar. Maybe we'll peek at what kind of homes they built, shall we? Oh, this is the kind of homes they build. It's not really a track. It is what it is. We looked at this house over here on the right. I know I'm passing by. I don't have my 360 on right now. But we looked at the price of that. It's like $1 million for that house, which is just stupid crazy. I don't know who's gonna spend that kind of money on those houses out here in the desert, but somebody will. Now, if you help this bike on hills and on your ride, and like I said, just pedal for exercise, you're gonna get a lot more distance out of these batteries. Pedaling up that hill 13 miles an hour and still getting farther and farther away from home. See if I can get our cruise control back up to 19 miles an hour again. So we cruised through the little Lennar neighborhood. It's kind of spread out. It's not like your typical housing track out here where they have a giant, like, enclosed area, or do they? And I just missed it. Oh, maybe there's a little, that's a construction entrance. I can't go in there. I mean, I could. What are they gonna do? Chase me out of there? Only down one battery bar, 3 miles in. I wonder how far I really want to take this bike today. Do we want to go farther than we've gone on most of our rides? Because I got to be honest with you, without a suspension seat post, my ass kind of hurts. Other than that, the bike is perfectly comfortable. You just got to judge your distance on stopping because it's got mechanical brakes. The other thing about these bikes is they're really, really compact. So if you're a big guy like me, expect to sit a little squished. But it's not that bad. Just scoot your arse back on the seat and kick it in your cruise. Find little bike paths like this that are mostly buried in gravel and enjoy your ride. So this is literally an old bike path right here that's just hasn't been maintained forever. Front suspension has, we have front suspension air shocks, so they seem to be taking up everything pretty good. And we have some horsies up here, I see. Horsies. Yeah, we're getting a little ways away from the house. I don't think I've ridden over here before. Look at this Adobe style home on the right here, buried in bushes. Let's try not to get squished by this truck. How you doing, guys? Nice horses. Beautiful animals. All right, so they were taking up the bike path, which I don't remember it being called a horse path, but whatever. So we're gonna kick it over here and get back on our bike route. Is somebody selling that right there? What the hell is that? It's some kind of exercise equipment on the side of the road, just sitting there hanging out. Ooh, a lot of loose gravel, and I went through there 20 miles an hour without touching the throttle, just to see if the bike would wash out from underneath me, and it didn't. The bike is really, really stable. Now, it only has 3-inch wide fat tires on it instead of the normal 4-inch wide that I'm used to riding with. But that's fine, though. They're perfectly stable. We'll get back on the bike path here. But this is what I have the most fun doing, is just going out exploring, jumping on the e-bike. And today is, even though I pedaled, I had no plans on pedaling today because I wanted to see how far a big guy could get on a bike like this without having to pedal. So basically today's our range test. Now I don't know that I'm gonna push it all the way to the limit. I'm only down 1 bar right now. And I bet if I turn the bike off and let it cool down a little bit, it might even regen back. But however long that bar lasts when it comes back is, you know, usually not very long. Love to just kick it through these neighborhoods and see what's going on. No cars? No cars. I see a whole bunch of green up here. Maybe we've got a park we can ride through. That'd be cool. Trying to get squished by any cars right here. Hey, it does. It looks like we got a little park we can go to. That'd be fun. Either that or it's a school. I don't want to ride to no schools. A park is one thing, school's another. I don't want to ride into them damn schools. I don't know what's going on over here, actually. Whatever it is, it's got a gate on it. It looks like it's closed. Story of my life when it comes to trying to get into a place to ride around. Oh, it is a school. That's why. That's why it's closed. So we'll just kick it over here. See what we can find over here. I don't know how much more heavy off-road we're gonna do today. I don't wanna wear the battery down. I'm trying to get more distance out of it than anything. I do kind of like cruising around these neighborhoods though and seeing what's going on. And outrunning my drone to see if it can keep up with me. It might. There's a little off-road course right there. Those Suron kids are riding. Kind of a neat little area right here. "15 miles an hour on this hill, which isn't bad for me being as heavy as I am. Again, if you're a heavy rider, this bike will hold you, but don't expect it to be a speed demon. It's just a well-built bike and it's great to explore areas with, and it's very, very compact with the way it folds. So you can get it in tight spaces and it's not very heavy. So if you're worried about weight in your motorhome, this might be the bike for you. Like I said, you get to little towns, you want to cruise their main streets, go have lunch, go pick up a few things. You got the basket in the front. You can put a basket on the back because it's got a little rack back there. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. All right, the one thing about riding around Las Vegas for me is no matter what I do, if I'm trying to do a distance test, especially the area of town I live in, I live on the middle of a hill. So if you live in Las Vegas and you don't live down on the strip area or downtown or something like that, you're gonna live in a portion of the funnel that's in the middle of the hill. I call Vegas a funnel. They call it the valley because Las Vegas is in a valley. So the bottom of the valley up to where I live is all hill. So no matter what, I'm gonna be riding up a hill, which I'm doing right now. Yay me. I'm going 11 miles an hour and the speed is perfectly fine. I can just kick it. I can enjoy my ride. I can look around. I can see everything that's happening around me, or I can see sights and stuff that I wouldn't normally see because I'm not always over here. Like this big blue house over here, which is actually kind of cool. Is that a house? It is. I kind of liked that. I'm not really crazy about the color, but the house itself, the design, the style, that's a cool house. If I had the 360 on, you get a better view of it. I hear weird noises over here. Huh, I don't know. So right now, I have to take into account that since I'm riding up this huge hill in 91 degrees at 12 miles an hour, that not only am I superheating the motor on this bike, but I'm just eating the hell out of the battery right now riding on this hill because this is a big, giant hill. Now, the caveat to this situation is when I get to the opposite hill, I get to ride down it. That's the only fun part about this. So however long it takes me to get up this hill is however long it takes me to get up this hill. I'm gonna come down a hell of a lot faster. I'm not gonna have to use the throttle. We are totally gonna take our time on this mess. Yes, we are. Because it is super sketch through here. Oh. Give it a little bit of help. Probably be a lot better. Try to stay on the hard pan. Try not to run over the giant boulders that just slow you down. Oh, what do we got here? Oh yeah, we got a mess. Oh, we made it through it. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to do this at all on this bike, but hey, it's doing it. Let's not run over these gigantic boulders right here. We got some really soft stuff right here. Oh, we made it through it though. Holy shit. Keep in mind, guys, this bike is not intended for what I'm doing to it right now. It is kind of just doing whatever Mark makes it do, and it's doing it well, believe it or not. I mean, it's doing it well for what you can expect out of a bike like this, because this bike isn't made for this. I'm just showing you, hey, if I put this bike through hell, can I still ride it when I'm done? And look, I'm still riding it. Granted, I'm only going 11 miles an hour, but if I start pedaling, we'll get it up there. That wasn't bad. A little scary, but not bad. We made it over to the park with me rambling along. Rambling on the microphone, that is. And I didn't know I wasn't recording, so here we are. Welcome to the park. Now, I've ridden through here before on other e-bikes, but I haven't ridden up through here. I see a lizard on the sidewalk. A lizard. Come on, Rick, you know that's a stegosaurus. Oh, I love my brother Rick. I gotta give him shit though. Oh look, they're building houses up on the base of the park. Imagine that. Yeah, see, that works. The initial throttle will get you going. It'll get you going up to a certain speed. And then after that, if you let off into throttle again, it gives you a boost of power. So you just kind of start flying, which is kind of cool. I wonder how this will do in the grass. Huh. Let's start right up the hill here. Oh yeah, we're doing just fine. That's pretty awesome, actually. It's doing good. Huh. Oh, it's a little bumpy. Got me up the hill though. Right back onto the sidewalk. Nice. Again, if you weigh half of what I weigh, you're gonna fly through the grass. And just like that, we're out of the park. All right, so grab the throttle for the initial takeoff. Let off, we're on a hill though. Grab it again. Yep, it boosts. I'll have to look into that. That might be something that this bike just does. You see this person right here just gonna cut in front of me. At least they had time to get out and not pull out and squish me, because that would have really sucked. But we're headed towards the house now. We put 11.41 miles on here. We still have 2 battery bars left. So my initial guess of 13 miles on here for a big rider was wrong, and surprisingly wrong, and it's a good thing. I'm glad to know that that's wrong. So if you're a heavy rider and you happen to have this bike, or you happen to be interested in this bike, know that after seeing everything I did on this bike today, well, first of all, if I can do it, you can do it, I hope. That's not an invitation to go out and get yourself hurt, or that's not an endorsement to go out and off-road on this bike. It's an endorsement of the bike's capabilities, is what it is. So if you're a big guy and you're interested in this bike right here, probably because it's budget, it's affordable, it's light, you can fold it up, put it anywhere, back seat, back of your trunk, in your motorhome. If you're a couple of you, can get 2 of them, throw it in the storage compartment of your motorhome, fold it up, and ride around destinations that you get to. That's what I'm endorsing about this bike. It's a good little folding bike. And the fact that it looks like I can get 20 miles or close to 20 miles out of a 13.5 amp hour battery, 36 volts at that. So that tells you right now, it's not a speed demon. It's, you know, it's not made for torque. It's just made to get you around, to enjoy your day, to enjoy a ride, to get a little exercise. I still have a big hill to go up, and I still have 2 battery bars. It's not gonna be an issue. Now, watch it be an issue all of a sudden. Because that's my luck. That's the kind of thing that happens to me. Oh, my big mouth. You get ran over by a Bronco. And then wheels fall off the wagon. Happens every time. Hopefully it doesn't happen this time. Because I really don't want to pedal home today. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. This is the final trek, the final hill. Do I have cars behind me? Grabbed the throttle for the second time. I grabbed it to start, let off, hit it again, was like immediate. I didn't even wait. I didn't give it a full second. I just let off and hit it. So now we're gonna ride up this big hill. I'm not gonna pedal. We're starting at 16 miles an hour. It's really bumpy right here. Actually, it wasn't that bad at all. And I wanna see if this bike will get me up without pedaling. I don't know if it will. This is a really steep incline. Imagine riding a skateboard and dragging a bag of bowling balls on the ground behind you. That's what's happening right now on this bike, because it's dropped down to 9 miles an hour. All right, we're gonna pedal and help it. I don't wanna burn up any motors. But I'm not struggling. I'm in 5. I'm in gear number 3. Maybe if I get in gear number 4, I can get some more exercise. And I can get a little bit faster. 13 miles an hour, that wasn't bad. I know one thing. Get a suspension seat post and maybe a little bit more comfortable seat. It's a decent seat, it's just not that comfortable. I mean, like I said, I already reviewed this bike and there's some things about it that, you know, the pros and cons. The pros, of course, are it's light, it's inexpensive, it's fun to ride. The cons are the mirrors, the seat is kind of stiff. It's kind of hard. It doesn't really have any cushion to it. Then again, I'm a massive human, so there's that. I don't want to get killed by all these cars either. And the basket on the front is cool. It's a neat idea. For a lot of people will love it. If this were my bike, I'd just take the basket off and put a basket on the back. I mean, if you want my honest opinion. The front suspension on the bike seems to work really, really good. You can adjust the handlebars up and down. They fold down, plus there's an adjustment right here. So you can raise the bars up and down. I love the display. I'm not a fan of metal fenders, but I haven't really had an issue with these ones. So the design of the bike is actually really good, because the last bike I had with metal fenders, they dinged and rubbed and did all kinds of crap the whole time I was riding, and I hated every minute of it. This one hasn't. They might have rattled a little bit in the desert, but look at the rocks I was riding over. It's a solid little folding bike to go and cruise around anywhere. Make sure you check out the description of this video and click the links down there and see if I have a coupon code, see what the price of the bike is right now, especially if this one's for you. Not every single e-bike has to be the super e-moto. Some are just made to go out and enjoy your day, and that's what this bike is. It's a go out and enjoy your day type of bike and ride around, hang out with your friends, cruise through little towns, little main streets. Fun little bike. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you on the next one. I don't know if I ever showed you the screen in the first video. The little flashing, that's from the camera. It doesn't get all blinky and flashy like that when you ride. But we're down to 1% battery bar, and I rode 13.2 miles on the 13.5 amp hour battery. We were riding for 1 hour and 42 minutes, so that's one of the longer rides I've ever done. And you will. If you're a big guy like me and you're riding a bike like this, you're riding the Qronge Mirage, and you're not doing all the hills and the off-road, you're most definitely gonna get 20 miles out of this bike. That's pretty freaking awesome, that really is. It's a good bike.